What a perfect idea.
So you want 15 meat lover pizzas, 3 party-sized sub cheesesteaks, and enough Coke to flood Maine.
That's for next week's party, man. I just want a large meat lover's pie.
Heart attack on a plate, I see.
And get me more Coca.
Coca?
Coke and vodka.
You have a death wish?
No, just an acquired taste. Now please go, Tommy. I have a video to start.
Yes, Mr. Smith, right away.
Woo! Hey there, guys. Welcome back to Retsnobs. Today we're going on an adventure. Woo! Because, hey, we're gonna be review. What did I just drink? Good. Matthew, are you okay? Who are you? How?
Hello, Matt. Long time no see.
Who are you? What do you want?
Ah, where are my manners?
Greg? I thought you were dead. And a dinosaur.
I'm a dinosaur, you nitwit! Ever heard of a scaly?
Oh my god. You're a furry.
A scaly! Now, can you guess why I brought you here?
You're a sexually deviant furry?
No!
Look, man, if it's about my drinking or my swearing, I've got those relatively under control, so don't worry about me.
What? No! I want you to make a positive review.
What?
Oh, yeah. Your opinions are the only ones that matter. Every review you've ever done has been from a negative, holier-than-thou position.
Does that include the nice things I said about the Cat in the Hat and Wild Wild West?
That was sarcastic,
Only if you're tone deaf.
says the guy from some film snobs.
A channel name that is ultimately a joke.
Science, human! Now, you're going to review one of the worst comic book movies of all time.
But I love Spider-Man 3. And besides, Sean's reviewed it already.
No?
Wonder Woman 1984?
Too recent.
Daredevil?
Close enough.
Oh god, no. Anything but that.
Perfect. Let's get started. Look at the camera.
How long has that been there?
It's always there. Now, start reviewing.
Okay. Hi, it's Retsnobs. I'm Matt, reviewing Catwoman. Help me! Catwoman was a movie that I wanted to see, but I'm not sure why. Was it because I was sexually attracted to Halle Berry? I was 7. Was it that super revealing costume? Again, I was 7. Best guess, the trailer sold me on the film, plus I was vaguely familiar with the character from her appearances in Batman Returns and Batman the Movie. So I begged my parents to see Catwoman. We saw it in theaters and I loved it. Even when we got the DVD, I still loved it. Thinking about it now, I don't get it. Was I high off paint fumes? Did I suffer from mild brain damage? Granted, that's why I ask myself when it comes to liking The Cat in the Hat or Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
It all started on the day that I died.
Patience Phillips is a quiet, timid concept artist. Her boss, George Adair, presents Adair's newest product, Butylene. His wife, Laurel, also announces that she's stepping down as the face of the company. At a meeting, George berates Patience because she didn't use the right shade of red. Thanks to Laurel, Patience has a chance to correct the design. The next day, she sees a random cat outside her apartment. She goes out to save the cat by climbing onto an air conditioning unit. As she stands on it, it begins to fall. Luckily, she's saved by Detective Tom Lone. At work, she finishes fixing the design, but there are no delivery people, so Patience does it herself. At the Hedare lab, she learns of the true nature of Bulene. After she trips and makes loud noises, she's chased by a couple bodyguards. She tries to escape through the pipes, but is flushed out. Just when you think the credits will roll, Patience is resurrected by the kitty from earlier. The next day, she takes that darn cat home. Its owner, Ophelia Powers, scolds... Wait, Ophelia Powers?
My name is Ophelia Powers.
I must be dreaming.
When Patience is fired, she stands up for herself. This triggers a change in her life. She embraces her new inner power by giving herself an Edward Scissorhands style haircut and dressing in leather. Oh, and she beats up some thieves stealing from a jewelry store. The next morning, she goes back to Ophelia for help. Ophelia attempts murder. Shows Patience her new identity as Catwoman. With this new identity and costume, Catwoman goes out looking for answers. Will she be able to balance her life as Catwoman and Patience? Will she learn Hedare's secrets and save the world? And does George know who the Keymaker is?
You know the answer to that question. But do you? You think you do, but you do not. You are it.
God,
because
shut
you
your
are sent.
pretentious mouth.
Mr. Smith, I'm back with lunch.
Matthew!
Work stops me, Tommy.
Tommy? Thank goodness. Listen, I think Matthew's been kidnapped.
What? How?
I think someone spiked his drink. We need to find him before he's really hurt. I hope he's okay. God, kill me.
After the review,
I don't mean literally!
enough billioing. Get back to work.
No, but really, I like it.
Thanks.
Listen.
Positives in Catwoman? What are you, high? Here, I'll give you a positive. This film is positively awful. Alright, on to the...
No. You have to say something positive.
If it were any other movie, it would be possible. But not with Catwoman.
Try.
Fine. Halle Berry may have put in a bad performance, and Benjamin Bratt may have looked like he was desperate to be in Miss Congeniality too, but I will say this. I enjoyed Sharon Stone's performance as Laurel Hedare. Is it bad? Yes. However, this is an Alec Baldwin case. My guess, Sharon Stone knew exactly how bad the film was and didn't waste any time by embracing her ham sandwich side. And the results were an over-the-top but fun performance that even includes fake acting.
Help! Somebody help! It's Catwoman! She killed George!
I suppose I should be shocked. Protest his innocence. But the truth is, that man's capable of anything. For once, George, in your miserable life, be a man! If you have evidence, then how come I'm not in cuffs?
Also, despite cracking a joke about him, Benjamin Bratt isn't all that bad either. Sure, Tom Lone is a little boring, but it's not entirely Ben's fault. Blame the script and directing. He still puts in a believable performance as the resident city super cop, since Batman doesn't exist in this universe. He can still be a likable character, and you can see why Patience fell for him. Oh, one last thing. As random as this may seem, I like the film's soundtrack. The original score by Klaus Badalt is solid work, giving the film a unique sound, though I would be lying if I did mention that it occasionally gets obnoxious. In addition, the pop songs used throughout the film can add the right energy and can even help a scene. That basketball scene is pretty terrible, but the song they use makes the scene at least slightly tolerable. Man, when did I put in Daredevil? Wait a minute, wait. I've got something.
What is it?
Vodka. Follow me!
Looks like you're done.
Nope, I still have negatives to go over.
What?
Well, this has been a really bad day for me already. I can't even remember most of yesterday.
The story is bad, and my plot summary didn't even tell you everything. By the way, spoilers for Catwoman. There are real plot holes in this film. For example, in the lab where Patience learns the ugly truth about Bulene, she hears the voice of Laurel Hedare.
That won't happen if they keep using it, and we'll make sure they do.
So why does Patience even believe Laurel when she says she knows nothing?
Are you suggesting that my husband is a murderer?
I'm suggesting.
Catwoman, stop.
she's the villain.
Oh, why does everyone think Catwoman is a killer? She's never killed anyone before. So why would she suddenly kill George? She's never used a gun either. I'm sure there are more plot holes, but I really want to move on. Let's talk about our main character, Catwoman. Or, if we go by her secret identity, Patience Phillips. First off, who would name their child Patience? Patience is not a Christian name. Is it? Hold on. Let me do a bit of research. Oh my god. It is actually a Christian name. Oh man. That's not the only issue I have. There's also her characterization as well, which is best described as consistently inconsistent. Perfect example is the firing scene. She goes back and forth between being confident to being shy and scared. She also has a habit of writing sorry notes. When she misses her coffee date with Tom, she gives him a coffee cup with the word sorry written on it. Not bad so far, right? But wait, remember that jewelry store when she beat the thieves? Well, she stole from it. Then the next day, she returned the stolen goods in a paper bag with sorry on it. She's lucky that Tom had to go to a handwriting analyst, or she would have given her secret identity away. But the weirdest thing is that she acts like a cat. She eats tuna and sushi, drinks milk, and does pointless balancing acts all over her apartment. She's acting like a cat, get it? This is just when she's Patience. As Catwoman, she tries to play it cool and tough, but it doesn't really work. Her performance as Catwoman is not really the problem here, it's just all the cat puns.
What a perfect idea. Yeah. Cat got your tongue.
Which is weird, since the cat puns worked in Batman Returns.
I am Catwoman. Hear me roar.
Meow. Saved by kitty litter.
And Batman the movie.
Sycomackety. Scratch out their eyes.
Perfect, Riddler. Perfect.
Let's get back to the Novelty Company and plan our next cataclysmic move.
I've seen her do great in action films. Her performances as Storm in the X-Men series and her appearances in the John Wick and Kingsman franchises have proved that. She could have been a fantastic Catwoman, and I'm not just talking about the acting. I think Halle Berry is an attractive woman. My god, what a provocative and shocking statement. But then again, remember, she was the reason people saw Swordfish, because it certainly wasn't John Travolta's soul patch. Oh, hold on, she's not only attractive, she's also a talented actress that's able to play a wide range of characters. So you've got your attractive, talented lead actress playing Catwoman. You know, Catwoman, one of DC's most iconic characters. A character that's been played by the likes of Lee Merriweather, Michelle Pfeiffer, and Eartha Kitt, just to name a few. So her costume design is important. What did they come up with for their costume? A Hooters waitress at a BDSM-themed Rainforest convention. I mean, really, why was this the costume they went with? If I recall, the reason for this design was empowerment, but it looks tacky. It's not entirely the suit, but that over-the-top mask that really ruins it. The ears and eye holes are huge, and I'm wondering how she's able to keep that mask on. Last thing about costumes, Patience's pre-Catwoman outfits are trying too hard. I get it, they want Patience to look average, but the choices are just too extreme. But you know, even with all my complaints, Patience is not the only problem with the film. Her friends add very little to the story. Sally gets sick from using Butylene, which gives Patience the motivation to look into Hedera's wrongdoings. Then there's Lance.
Hey, man sandwich.
He does nothing to add to the story, outside of
Man sandwich.
Actually, I think Lance is the only friend that adds nothing. Sally at least moves the plot forward and adds some kind of comic relief.
Tom Lone. Rhymes with cone, phone, bone.
I mean, I'm not sure if it's funny, but at least Alex Borstein tried to get some kind of laugh from the sad audience, realizing that they've just wasted $10 past the refund period. Let's talk about the visual effects. They haven't aged well. From the stretchy and obvious CG doubles to the over-the-top establishing shots. There's also stuff like that CGI cat breath that probably smells like rotten garlic, and even those nightmarish CG cats. Who knew the uncanny valley could apply to animals? I thought it only applied to humanoid cats. Look, this negative is not major. Honestly, if this film were like Spider-Man, where I had tons of love and praise for it, The quality of the effects would be a talking point at best. But we're talking about Catwoman, so here we are.
So let me get this straight. Not only is Greg somehow still alive, but his big grand master plan involved locking Matthew in his own basement.
What can I say? Dinosaurs are stupid.
Are we finished yet?
Nope. Talking points.
Oh, come on!
Oh, you're a brave man to be facing a mob like this.
I briefly mentioned it earlier, so let's go over Laurel's evil plan. So what is her dastardly, bastardly plan? Well, it's simple, really. Take over the world with anti-age cream. I'm kidding. It's a bit more complicated than that. And yes, it does actually involve the anti-age cream. So, as I understand it, butylene can harm you if you don't use it, but it makes your skin indestructible if you keep using it. Wow. Laurel Hedare is printing her own money. People who buy this product will use it endlessly, and never really know what it's doing to them. But wait, Sally was constantly using it, and yet she got sick from it. Does that mean that anyone can get sick? Oh great, I can see the lawsuits piling up. But let's be honest, butylene as an evil product has nothing on Smilex. With hair color so natural,
only your Undertaker knows for sure.
Man, I wish Batman was in this movie. That actually leads me to my final point. What was the purpose of calling this Catwoman? Because outside of the name and a picture of Michelle Pfeiffer, there is no direct reference to the Batman universe. Say whatever you want about Joker. At least there was some loose connection to Batman there. Also, Joker was a brilliant character study of a man beaten down by society. Joker knew its audience. This film did not. It wasn't really made for comic book fans. It really wasn't made for men. It really wasn't made for women. I don't even know why I saw it as a child. This film was made for no one. Catwoman. How do I even sum this film up? Is it as bad as every YouTube film critic has said it is? Yes. Sure, I enjoyed Sharon Stone's performance, Benjamin Bratt was okay, and I even liked the music. But by God, this film is bad. Halle Berry tried her best with this terrible character and tacky costume, but the film gave her nothing to work with. The story was terrible and full of plot holes, the effects are dated, and her friends are pointless. The evil plan is also just confusing. And it was made for no one. That's about it.
Now comes the part where you insult the movie.
Shut up. You have no idea what I'm going to say.
If you like this film, more power to you. At the end of the day, this whole thing is my opinion. If the film did look interesting to you, check it out. If not, just skip it.
Thank you all for watching. May I please go now?
Not until you answer my question. Why did you kill me? Was it because I told you that you could be better? Or is it because your fragile little ego couldn't take a bit of criticism?
You did a bad job of critiquing us, but that's not why I killed you. No, I killed you because you tried to light Merc on fire because, in your own words, he was a soul-sucking demon. You were throwing horse manure all over my living room to ward off evil spirits. Oh, and then you tried to stab me with a kitchen knife, so really I wasn't defending my ego, I was defending myself!
You know, I was going to free you, but now I think I'm gonna let you rot and die.
Mrs. Smith, you alright?
You know, considering the fact that I had to review Catwoman, yeah, I'm alright, and thank you for saving me. So, how are we gonna stop Greg? Tommy, I don't know how to tell you this, but, how is a Swiffer gonna help us? Don't worry. I'll make it work. Hey, Greg!
How did you escape?
I had a little help from my friends. Now, it's time to make you extinct.
You're gonna kill me with a Swiffer?
Foolish boy. This is no mere Swiffer. It is, in fact, a baton made from vibranium. It just looks like mere plastic. The boys down at the lab call it the Linden. Now, Any final words?
Say hi to Jerry for me.
Well, now that Greg is actually dead, we won't be hearing from him again.
Exactly. Glad to see you're okay, sir.
Thank you, Tommy. And I'd like to thank you all for watching. We will see you next time for Snobbery, but until then, let's fucking party. Come on. Hold on. Time out.
From Sam Raimi.
Oh, that's gonna hurt!
Director of Darkman. Comes Army of Darkness. They live. They breathe. They suck.
You just smile.
No amount of therapy will ever make this moment okay.
What did I just drink? Ow! Damn it, I didn't mean to hit myself in the head.